Hey guys, so today is officially day 21. I think that I am going to continue on, but I have accomplished my overall goal, I guess you could say, and I know the lighting is going to suck, but I'm feeling very accomplished. I'm feeling very happy with myself for completing this. I will say that I think I'm going to continue on. I now feel like I really kind of hit like what I wanted to. My goal has been reached, so that feels great. And now I sort of see like anything beyond this as just me doing what I want to do and following what feels right to me. So I'm going to keep this short because I don't have a ton to update on. Energetically, I'm feeling good. I certainly could drink some water right now. I'm feeling thirsty, and one thing I'm so excited for is to not have a dry mouth. I've had a dry mouth for a long time now, and my lips have been dry, so obviously electrolytes have been a little bit of a struggle. Feeling really, really good, and I definitely don't feel like I look that different, and I know that maybe other people would think otherwise who are around me. One thing I've noticed is definitely my face has slimmed down, and I have a pretty like wide jaw, like bone structure to begin with, and then anytime I have any excess weight, I just feel like my face tends to really balloon out. So that's one thing I'm liking, is that my face seems a little bit slimmer, and overall I definitely do think that I probably look a little bit different, but I still have a long ways to go, in my opinion, so it's kind of hard to feel that accomplished, I guess, physique-wise. But ultimately, that's not been my main focus, and I didn't want it to be. Because this is one thing I will say about fasting. I think that it can be a really beautiful thing, and I think it can be an incredible spiritual journey, but I think it can also be kind of negative if people fixate on the wrong things while doing it. And I'm not saying that people who do it with the goal of weight loss and tracking it really closely are getting into disordered patterns, because a lot of people aren't, and it's their motivation. But I know for me personally, it is much healthier for me to just do what I need to do, focus on prayer, focus on what are my objectives, what am I focused on. So for instance, for me, why did I do it? Because I really want to get to a point in my life where I can practice self-discipline. And I've prided myself on my self-discipline, but I'd kind of fallen out of that, where I was feeling very out of control, kind of in my choices and my compulsions, and I want to be someone who's very intentional in my life. I wanted to reset my eating patterns. I wanted to use this as a way to really gear myself to switch my life up and a lot of patterns up. So that's really what it came down to. And so for people who are like, oh, why don't you have progress photos? Why don't you? Well, because that wasn't my objective. And I knew that getting on a scale and doing that whole thing would not motivate me. In fact, I've done cleanses before where I get so discouraged because I would get fixated on that aspect of it, and then I would lose sight of why I was doing it on other levels, and I would get discouraged because the number would say get stuck, and I'd hit a plateau for a couple days, and then I'd feel like, well, forget it, why am I even doing it? And this time around it was like, no, I want to do this because I want this to be a time of self-reflection and personal growth. So someone left a comment basically saying like, well, how do we even know if you're doing this, and why aren't you posting photos and blah, blah, blah. And I get that. I mean, that's a totally valid comment. But the reality is for me, that's not what I was going for. And I wanted to share my own personal thoughts and journey. And the reason I didn't vlog every day, as they pointed out, is because some days were boring. Some days were not that interesting. And I could have come on and been like, hey guys, I went to work, I came back, I took melatonin, I fell asleep. Like, I wasn't into it. Some days I didn't want to. And on top of it, I don't have many viewers. Like, this is not about viewers. This is not about trying to gain a YouTube base of followers at all. This was about me wanting to track my own progress so I can look back on it and say, hey, this was my journey. So if that's not your thing, cool. There's tons of YouTubers out there who do document their stuff perfectly, and I mean, that's kind of all I have to say about that. So yeah, basically, so far so good. It's gonna be hard in the next couple of days because I know I'm gonna be in situations where it's gonna be really difficult to not eat because I will be around some amazing food, having to socially go to some incredible restaurants and not partake, which is gonna suck. Because I have to say, I'm so excited to start cooking some meals. I've been looking into really all kinds of things in terms of wanting to follow more like a vegan type ketogenic diet. I'm so stoked to be cooking some recipes. I'm excited to start eating again. I'm excited to have, I really want like raw fish. I've been craving sashimi and salmon. I'm so excited to eat, but I just feel like I'm not quite there yet. And I keep reminding myself, like, yes, even though right now I know it's gonna be really difficult to abstain from these like amazing restaurants and these things, the reality is there's amazing food all around me. Like, I can cook amazing food. There's amazing restaurants in my city. It's not going anywhere. I can do this, and if I feel that it's right to do it, I will. And I mean, part of me too, I'm gonna be tempted to have a drink or this or that, but right now I just keep reminding, what are your main focuses? What are your goals? And part of it was self-discipline, so we will see. I'll keep you guys updated in the next couple days. Maybe not every day, because obviously I suck at doing that, but yeah, so feeling good. Yay, 21 is here. Maybe we'll continue on, and I'm out. I hope anyone else who's doing the fasting journey is doing great. If you're considering doing a fast, I would recommend it. If your head's in the right place and you're motivated and you've educated yourself, I think it can be a really, really good thing. I'm very happy that I've chosen to embark on this, and yeah, I am done talking.